Hey guys, I'm going for all modifiers on the dumbest boss in the universe because it's random. It's just random how many times per turn he does Chromatic Wave. And that makes me very sad. So we're going to guard Laura, we're going to guard Sky, we're going to have Chow give mitigations and healing. So True, Focused, and Curaja. Roberta is going to do racial mitigations that aren't nearly enough to make this even close to remotely reliably survivable. Wait for this to finish. Shift Esther, and we're going to normal attack. So yeah, this boss is challenging for one reason alone: randomness. Random chance of Chromatic Wave. He might do 0, he might do 10. We need 3 or less. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. 3 is okay. 3, we survive. Now we need 5 more turns. We need to flip a coin and get head 6 times in a row. What are the odds of that? Someone say in the comments, because that's what we need to get a clean kill in. And I'm just burning orbs until we get it, because random is fun and exciting as it seems. You know, he might do 10 freaking in a row of chromatic orbs. And if he does 10 in a row, your run is over. I don't care how bulky you are. If he does 10 chromatic waves in a row, you are done. And your run is just over. So we're going to provoke, we're going to barrier, and we're going to curate you again. And we're going to see if we can win that coin flip another turn in a row. And let's imbue the balls with light. Okay, so 3 or less waves is okay. More is not. Here we go. There's 1. There's 2. He would use only 2 on the turn I've got big mitigation up. Next turn I've got big mitigation as well, and we can technically survive a few extra waves next turn. But then our mitigations are gone, our big mitigations from Esther. So to the base form with Roberta, where we're going to morale, we're going to support and Mega Breath. Chow is going to, how's our healing? We don't need healing because we had a good turn. So we're going to cover and we're going to morale stuff. Kresnik is going to antioxidant. Esther is going to triple Shatterbolt. We're going to triple Hot Shot with Laura. And we're going to cap LB with Sky. And you want to cap that LB for every speck of damage possible, because phase 1 is a little tricky to push, so doing even 1% more in phase 1 is good. So we still have mitigation from Esther, so this is a relatively safe turn unless he goes like really crazy on waves. If you have some waves, dude, get him out of your system this turn, not next turn. And of course he does no flipping waves on You're Killing Me. You are killing me, boss. Well, I mean, that was a great turn, don't get me wrong. It's just that now now Esther's mitigation is gone. So, big fun. Yeah, we need 3 more turns in a row of low wave count. This is such a random fight that I hate. I hate the fight being reliant entirely on complete RNG. If you win or lose, it is completely and totally random how many chromatic waves this stupid boss does. It irritates the hell out of me. So back to the base form with Sky, where we're going to Tyvis' Spirit. Now the problem is, now we're going to the base form with Esther, where she is not super bulky. So let's chain this up. Make sure you chain this setup turn, because again, every percent counts in phase 1. Okay, so the morale is maxed, but again, too many chromatic waves and it won't matter. There's 1, there's 2, 1 more is okay. That's the last one that we can safely take. Please, no more. There's Guts. You kidding me, you shitty boss? Okay, I wanted to save Esther's Guts for later in the fight, but, well, there's nothing I can do. It's gone. It is gone. So that was our one and only get out of jail free card, because he did too many waves that turn. Because it's just random. Sometimes he does 0 waves. Sometimes he goes crazy with them. There's our Guts. Gone. I'm so irritated that Guts is gone at that point. Oh my god, why? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're going to cover, we're going to do this, and we're going to Barrier. We're going to Nova with Kresnik. We're going to LB with you. We're going to quad Mystic Breath with Roberta. Laura's going to shift and do a 90 break with her Volatile, and it's also going to be capped. Sky is going to cap only one stack, because good luck stacking her more than that in this fight. And let's attack and magic buff. So we should reliably push this threshold. This I'm not too concerned about. So we're going to go ahead and send Roberta and wait for the chain to hit around 15, then send the rest. This threshold should be mostly, yeah, that's a pretty safe push. 1.79, yeah, that's good. Okay, so that turn was good. We have 2 turns remaining where we need to rely on super duper 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 luck. So, this turn, no, we're good. Okay, so Chow is going to Barrier. We're going to Focused Inspiration, that's very important, and we're going to Curasia to help heal the party up. Alright, we're going to go to the shift form with Esther, where we can just punch. Oh, we can just guard. Laura to the base form, where we actually have to deal some damage, some fire damage. Oh yeah, we're going to do fire damage here. Yeah, so fire damage right there. Roberta's going to shift. So everyone this turn is in a safe form with high spirit. So who has higher spirit? 2600, 2800? Okay, so we can't guard Sky. We can't guard Sky, so we have to use Sky to do this. So we can just guard Laura. And Kresnik, do we need healing? We do need healing. Do we? Yes, some people need healing. Potion, antioxidant, remedy. Alright, I'm going to save the big defense buff for next turn. Because next turn is going to be a little risky for Esther. Esther is in danger next turn. Okay, Chromatic Wave. Oh my god. Please let me get all the way to turn 7, at the end of turn 7 with minimal wave. Oh, this is looking... Okay, so this turn was pretty good. Next turn is a danger zone turn, because Esther has no guts anymore. So if Esther dies, it is G freaking G. We need one more turn of good RNG. We've had 5 turns in a row of good RNG. Okay, last turn of solid RNG. Please give it to me. Game, you know you want to. Loyal, Guardian, and Provoke, whatever. I don't care. Alright, Roberta, you have to go to the base form and get prepared. So this is a risk. So Rousing, Rousing, Imbue. That's not Imbue. Oh, I almost did it wrong. That would have been bad. Rousing, Fire Imbue, and Mega Breath. Esther, it's got to go to the base form. And I need you to survive, Esther. We're going to punch with Laura. Sky can just whatever. We can't guard her because she'll lose her stacks. And Kresnik can whatever. It's AoE re-raise just for the fun of it. Oh yeah, and we're going to do the big defense and spirit buff. And, okay. Let's hope here, because we don't have good mitigation, or we don't have guts anymore on Esther. So we are looking for minimal chromatic wave. There's one. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's 2. Oh, we're looking good so far. We're looking good so far. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Holy wow. Okay, am I finally done with the shitty fight? Am I finally done with the shitty fight? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Now we need variants. We don't have Tybus as STMR and Sky, so yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we need to de-shell to Spirit Break. We're going to do that with Chow. Laura is going to Volatile. Roberta Oh, I'm so nervous. I've never gotten to a clean attempt on this. This is the first time, which is why you guys are seeing it on video. If I get less than 2.5, dude, it's going to be some salty, be some irritation. Here it goes. Mm, 2.5. Please let me finish this horrible fight. 2.9. Oh my god. Rank 1, randomness, overcome. We flipped a coin and got heads 6 times in a row. That was like 50 freaking orbs. Like 50 freaking orbs to do that. I just ran this shitty of a fight over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until he did 3 or less mystic waves per turn, or chromatic waves per turn. That was my solution. If I had an EX3 General Celeste, I could have put her on the team and made it more survivable. I don't have an EX3 Celeste. I don't have an EX3 Esther. I don't have an EX3 Sky. Therefore, I could not add Celeste to the party. And Celeste does not bring any damage. Rank freaking 1, perfect scored, done. I am taking a short break before we show you the gear. See you in a few. Okay, guys. Yeah, I may have been a little bit irritable during that video, but I refreshed orbs so many times to try to do this fight because randomness. I'm not a fan of randomness as a challenge. I am a fan of randomness as a challenge, not excessive randomness where like 10 waves in a row and there is nothing you can do about that when that happens. It's just your run is just over and it's just nothing you can do. Okay, so so before we get into the questions of who can I swap out units with, I just don't even know. Okay, I guess I'll go over some examples. Okay, so who is critical on this clear? Sky is kind of critical for accuracy down as well as just big boy damage. It's kind of a big deal. Roberta obviously required for this specific strategy because she has 30% mitigation to Aqua and what's the other one? Aqua and Dragon. Chow is kind of important for just mitigations as well as, I mean, I guess now that I think about it, if you have an EX3 General Celeste, you don't need all that mitigation. If you can LB Celeste every single turn, you don't really need Roberta's mitigations, technically speaking. And you don't really need Chow if you can LB Celeste every single turn. I just couldn't bring her. I don't know. Okay, so instead of focusing on what if you don't have units, I'm going to focus on the units that I did use. Okay, so Sky. Doorpot that girl. Give her the Doorpots, max Doorpots to HP and Spirit. That is a big deal. HP and Spirit. Base form, fire weapon, complete evasion. And again, some of these things might not be required. If you don't need evasion, by all means, don't go for it. The way I did it, we didn't do accuracy down on turn 1, so we needed evasion. Because if the boss does a physical damage on turn 1, you're game over. You're dead if he hits you with a physical attack. So full evasion, Tyvis' Spirit, and then as much Spirit as you can possibly fit on this janky, stupid girl. As much Spirit as you can fit. And HP. Shift form is damage with a LB build versus Aqua and Dragon. Shout out to Chow's STMR. It's, some Spirit. It helps. Yeah, overall, not much Spirit in the shift form. And when she shifts on turns 2 and 3, we are using bigger mitigation, so it's a little bit safer on turns 2 and 3 only. The only other time she's ever shifted is the burst turns where you're not at risk. So the shift form doesn't need nearly as much bulk, but you do need a little bit of bulk. So there we go. And that's actually a good card, this card, because it gives HP, and I thought it gave Spirit. I thought it gave Spirit, but it doesn't. My bad. Anyway, so she was at maxed LB, Max Dragon, Maxed Aquatic. Not maxed on attack power because I needed to swap out. Normally I would use Sora's STMR instead of Chow's because Sora's maxes her attack power as well. But I needed Spirit. So there we go. Esther in the base form. Guts, just to, as you saw, Guts saved the day on that last run. 275 LB, 300 Dragon, 250 Aquatic. Her great sword, chain cap up. There we go. And she is very, very, extremely vulnerable. Doorpot her, but she is very vulnerable in the base form. And she has to go to the base form on turn 4 and turn 7. If the boss uses too many waves, well, Guts will save you once. It won't save you twice. So just, you're dead. You're dead. If he does 4 waves on turns 4, Guts will save you. If he does 4 waves on turn 7, game over, man. Game over. Shift form, using a fire weapon, full evasion. I gave her a source of counterattack so that she fills her LB by turn 2. Other than that, just Guts. And there, don't provoke with her. We don't want her provoking. So never provoke with your Esther with my strategy, and don't use her Omni cover or her cover, and keep her starting in the base form. If you start her in the shift form, she will auto cover physical, and we do not want that. So there we go. Because that'll actually interrupt Chow's covering, and we don't want that. So base form, or shift form, there we go. Shift form is relatively safe. 1600 Spirit is good. Kresnik in the base form is just full, I think he's full evasion? Yeah, full evasion and Spirit. Kresnik, 6000 Spirit, he's never going to die unless the boss does 10 waves, which he has done. I actually might make like a compilation clip of all my raged out failed runs, but unfortunately on a lot of them I would like start cursing, and that's not great for YouTube, so maybe I won't, because I'd have to go on it'd be like a bunch of beeps, beeps, beeps. I got pissy. I got real pissy on a lot of runs, especially when I would wipe on turn 7 from multiple waves on turn 7, right before the kill. Ooh, I got mad. I got real mad. Anyway, full evasion, a lot of Spirit. Give him the chain up materia, to chain with. A Spirit card. Shift form, give him the Obsidian Bracer in the shift form and start him in the shift form. We are not breaking on turn 1. Turn 1, we have to break with the Obsidian Bracer. That is our source of break on turn 1. Other than that, same build. Start him in the shift form, full evasion, etc. Chow in the base form. Blizzard Orb, Cypher's Coat, Looming Wrath. I can already see the comments. What if I don't have the limited time counter up gear? Use the best you can. If you don't have the limited time counter up gear, you'll counter less, you will have less LB fill, you will have less healing, you will have less morale. It might still work, I don't know. At this point, I am still very frustrated with this fight, so I don't have a lot of budget options in mind. I'm just happy to be done with this fight. Oh my god. So if you can build Chow, wonderful. If you can't, big sad face. Give him a source of passive provoke if you have the Dancer's Diadem of Will. I really hope you made it by this point. This is the third boss that has been out. If you haven't made it by yet, sad face. Needs passive provoke. He also needs 95% light resist after a buff, because he's going to be provoking single target hits on turn 3 where the boss is imbued with light, but we're not absorbing it. And the boss has accuracy on turn 3. And I tell you from experience, if he doesn't have light resist, he's going to die. Because when the boss connects with that physical damage, he's going to take 30,000 damage and drop. So you want only 95% though. That's exactly enough to still take damage and counterattack it for more morale, more LB fill. So 115... minus 100% from the modifiers, plus 80% from Kresnik's buff on turn 3, gives you exactly 95%. So all you really need is Shining Guardian of Hope and Twin Bunny Clips. That gives you exactly 95% after the Imperil plus the buff. So there we go. Other than that, full evasion. You want him at max evasion because turn 1 we don't have accuracy down, and this boss hurts. So full evasion, as much bulk as you can, as much counter as you can, there you go. We never used the shift form. Well, technically it was geared. It didn't matter. Also, put him on an Esper with the D-Shell skill learned, because we don't have a Spirit Break for turn 10. So D-Shell from an Esper. because I just couldn't fit a Spirit Break on this party. And we do want that for Roberta. Lara Croft, base form. You want to door pot her. Oh. She wasn't door potted to Spirit. I'm going to fix that after the video. I thought she was. God freaking. Well, she wasn't dying. She didn't really die. So she wasn't the problem. The freaking people that kept dying were Sky and Esther. Lara never died, unless the whole party was dying. So hers is not as big a deal. Anyway, I guess because she only shifts on the burst turn, she's never ever shifted on a dangerous turn. She is always in the base form during safe turns, and 1500 Spirit is plenty. Yeah, Lara never died. Full evasion. I gave her Lion Emblem technically. We never actually used that. This is like a backup in case someone is at like really close to LB, like Sky, and didn't get it. But yeah. Full evasion, and there we go. Shift form. Damage. We gave her a greatsword, which hurts her damage a little bit because it messes up her killers. It was harder to gear for killers, but we needed that for the weapon in peril. Shift form doesn't need any bulk whatsoever. We literally only shift on turns 5 and the kill turn, and those turns we don't take any real damage, just gravity. So there we go. She was 175 dragon and 0 aqua. Yeah, she was really, really struggling on those killers. I just could not fit good killers on her. There we go. Roberta, in the shift form, is bulk. 2,000 spirit, door pot that baby. You want all the spirit possible, door pot the HP. Full evasion, yeah, the spirit and HP. Base form, damage. But she does need some bulk, because in the base form, you are going to take damage on turns 3, 4, and 7. Need bulk. Do not neglect her bulk. So, I think only 50% evasion. Yeah, all she needs is 50 evasion, because on turn 3, we use lots of Mirage. On turn 4, the boss has no accuracy, and on turn 7, the boss has no accuracy. So combined with Sky's accuracy down, 50% is all you need. So 50 evasion, there we go, and there was her setup. Oh, and her killers were probably maxed. She gears for it really easily. Yeah, maxed killers. Okay. Yeah. If you don't have these units and can't copy this clear, I mean, may God have mercy on your soul. I don't know. I spent so much effort to just play RNG to get this. But if you have an EX3 General Celeste, you can put her on the party and LB every turn, and it makes her survivability so much easier. So much easier with General Celeste in the party. I just could not bring her because she is not EX3, and I required Roberta and Esther for the damage. I just needed their damage. I could not drop either one of them, so General Celeste had to go. Anyway, I will probably do more clears over the next 2 weeks, but tonight I am burnt out. I am going to watch TV. Good luck to the rest of you.